So guys, today we will be looking into the last method of or the last type of a probability sampling, which has an unique diversified way of calculating or research or its methodology when it comes to satisfied sampling. So what is this satisfied sampling? So how it is going to be different than all three or all other three we have studied, and how it is similar with all the three, and what is the main unique part of this? So the first part here is that it divides the research. It divides the research by calling it a homogeneous subpopulation, called as Satrat. So Satrat is basically a characteristics, or a Satrat is a subgroup. So here we are going to divide population. So the researcher is going to divide the population on based on the homogeneous characteristics, but on what characteristics? It can be their age, gender, race, location, their income level, their degrees, qualification. So based on the specific characteristics, the researcher is going to divide the population. So here researcher is dividing the population for one purpose. What is this one purpose? He want to get a diversified result of all the characteristics represented in the sample. He want to represent all the characteristics as one subgroup in the research. That is the main purpose. So every member of the population should be studied, exactly under one satram. So satram here is a subgroup. Satra is a subgroup. Satram is a pronunciation that is used to represent subgroup in a satisfied sample. So each satram or each subgroup has to be sampled. Okay, so when it comes to the unique part, I'm going to show it. I'm going to highlight here. See, it has to be sampled. It has to be sampled using another probability sampling method. So here what is happening here is that we are going to sample the satisfied sample using the another method or another type of sampling method of probability. So why is this taking place here? So satisfied sampling is just going to divide the population. So what is the method you are going to analyze here? Here we are going to analyze, or we are going to conduct sample using another probability sampling method. So researcher relies on this method when they have a population, with a diversified characteristics. So they want to make sure that each and every characteristics is properly represented in the research. So what they will do, they will use satisfied sample at that time to make sure that each and every characteristics has been represented in the research. So next we have the properties or the criteria that an satisfied random sampling uses. So here the population consists of n elements. So n refers to the total population or the total elements that is going to be used. The population is divided into H groups called Satrat. So Satrat is called as H. So Satrat has been represented by small h here. Each elements of the population can be assigned to only one subgroup, not more than that. So the number of observations here is denoted by capital N to the lower power of H is known as observation. And how we are going to represent? So the number of observation is equal to N1 is the first observation, N2 is the second observation, N3 is the second observation, and so it goes on. So like this, we are going to represent satisfied sampling. So the researcher obtains probability sample from each satram. So the researcher is going to obtain a probability sample from each subgroup that has been divided in the research to conclude a research or to obtain a result. So yes, I'm going to show you this with an example. So let us take example of this. Yes. So we are going to take example of this. A, A, B, B, C, C, D, E, F, 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 G. Next is A. Just a second, guys. A, B, C, C, B, A, B, C, A, B, E, E, F, E, A, F, A, F, G. So this is our population. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G is my population. So out of this population, out of this population, we are going to figure out, what we are going to figure out is we have to form a subgroup of them. We have to form a subgroup of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So how we are going to form a subgroup of this or satra of this? We are going to identify. Who and all have a common characteristics. The why I've repeated A and BB here are those are the population with common characteristics. So what I'll do, I will take this. And I'll count A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So A as 8. Okay, A 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So B is 6. B, 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 B. C 1, 2, 3, 4. So C is 4. And E 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So E, how many F we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So F we have 4. F, 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 F. G 1, 2. We have 2G. 2G. So this is the subgroup. We have formed a subgroup of characteristics. We have formed a subgroup of characteristics who all have a similar characteristics in the population. So let us assume my population size is 8, 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 4, 18, 18 plus 4, 22, 22 plus 4, 26, 28. So out of 28, 8 people or the 8 people belong to a single category or they have a common characteristics. Let us assume, okay, we will give it a color to this. We'll give color, okay. Yes, so let us assume out of my population, 8 are, let us take an example of educational qualification, and we are going to divide the subgroups of it. Okay, so in this, we can take these people have masters. These people have masters in commerce, and these people, that is six, have masters in science, and these people have bachelor's bachelor's degree, this degree in commerce, bachelor's degree in commerce, and these people have a bachelor's degree science, so science, and these people have bachelor's degree arts, and these people have PhD, have PhD in commerce. So this is my subgroup. So out of this total population, I have formed a subgroup based on a specific characteristics. So how many subgroups I have formed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have formed 6 subgroups. That is 6. That is 6 satrat. That is denoted by what? It is denoted by small h. You have to remember this, guys. This is denoted by small h, whereas population is divided by n. So yes. So n equals 28. N equals 28. So my total population equals 28. My total population equals 28. And I have 6 satras. I have 6 subgroups. So satra is always be denoted by or represented by small h. So this is the 6 subgroups we have in the research. So the next question is, why should we form a subgroups? See, in a total population of 28 peoples, we have a diversified characteristics. So what are these diversified characteristics? These diversified characteristics are the qualification they have. They have different qualifications from different backgrounds and different area of study. So I want to make sure that each each of this diversified educational qualification is being represented in my research. I want to take out the result or responses from all the 6 satras or the 6 subgroups I have in my population. So to make sure this happen, I'm going to use satisfied sampling. I'm going to use satisfied sampling. So what the satisfied sampling is does? It is going to subgroup. It is going to subgroup the population based on characteristics exactly into one subgroup. So here we have divided the subgroup. So up next we are going to random selection. So as I said, in the case of stratified sampling, we are going to use another method. We are going to use another method of what? Probability sampling. So what I'll do, I'm going to randomly select who is going to be my population. Who is going to be my population? So guys, here we can name it like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like a1 a2 a3 like that. So for that reference, I'll just take randomly here. So a b d e f g, a b d e f a b and a. uh, A, E, A, B, C, A, B, D, E, F, C, D, E, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, and B. So out of this, we have randomly selected the number of population based on this. So this is going to be our sample. This is going to be our sample. So this we have randomly selected certain numbers out of the previous slides. So here we should make sure that each and every member has been selected. One, A is there, B is there, C is there, D is there, E is there, F is there. So okay, we have every characteristics in our random selection now. So what is the next process? So the next process is to collect sample. We are going to collect sample from each subgroup, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. So out of this, we are going to choose every population. We are going to choose every population out of this. Uh, Okay. So this is the samples we are going to select. So we are going to study each subgroup like this. That is A, B, C, D, E, F, as I numbered in the last section. Okay. So this is how we are going to use satisfied sampling. So to we give you a brief on, we have total population of 28. Let's bring this to slideshow mode. Okay, population, we have 28. So total population here is 28. I have represent the population here, and I have 6 subgroups based on their characteristics of educational qualification. I'm going to group them based on their educational qualification. And after that, I'm going to use one of the probability sampling method to bring out the subgroups into samples. So out of that, I'm going to make a sample A, B, C, D, E, F. So Mani.